Hello, thank you for listening and watching my video on Pisces and their superpowers and their psychic abilities. If you are new to my channel, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit the bell next to the subscribe button so that you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. I'm Lamarr Townsend. I'm an astrologer, a zodiac enthusiast, as well as a psychic tarot reader. So if you would like an astrology birth chart reading from me, a psychic tarot reading from me, check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Also, if I'm on live, which I'm on now, you can also always get a personal reading. The link to my PayPal is in the description box as well as the chat box. And anywhere between $5 to $10 is one question, $20 is two questions, $30 is three questions, so on and so forth. It's always best to get a personal reading though, because lately I haven't been on live. I'm very touch and go with live. But let's get into it. Pisces and their superpowers and their psychic abilities. It's my belief that every zodiac sign. Hey Bree, hey Yolanda. It's my belief that how's everyone doing this evening, this morning, all right, whatever time it is where you are, okay? Hope you guys are doing well. It's my belief that every zodiac sign has their own specific abilities or, superpowers that makes them unique. I also believe that we as human beings, all right, have our own psychic abilities that we can naturally tap into that could be, or that may be heightened according to our energies that we have within ourselves astrologically. So once again, if you want a birth chart reading, check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com, to see if you are naturally very gifted or intuitive. All right. So Pisces is ruled by both Neptune and Jupiter. And Neptune rules illusions and confusions. It rules our private affairs. Okay. It rules our secrets. All right. It also rules soul growth and solitude. It also rules our hidden strengths and weaknesses, which we'll talk about here in a second. All right. And Jupiter rules, open-mindedness. It rules higher education. It rules higher learning. It rules, hey, Shelley. Hey, Queen of Wands. Hey, Sandra. It rules higher learning. It rules higher education. It rules also adventure and exploration, okay, Jupiter. So one thing that Pisces, one ability that they have is that they're super extremely wise and they're born wise, okay? It's the last zodiac sign of the zodiac, Pisces, which means that Pisces kind of takes in a little bit of, each element, all right? Which makes Pisces very, very, very wise souls, okay? If you have Pisces anywhere in your chart, this makes you typically a wise person. For example, I have Pisces in my 7th house. The 7th house is one-on-one relationships. Therefore, I tend to be a wise soul in my relationships. I tend to pretty much kind of be a wise picker when it comes to, my relationships as well, or at least I think I am. One thing that they also have is that they have a deep and intuitive understanding of life and its potential for amazing possibilities. Hey, Siobhan, how are you? Pisces are dreamers, okay? They are the dreamers of the zodiac. And when you are a dreamer, that means you have the capacity to dream big and you have the capacity to see opportunities everywhere you go. Like Pisces have the ability to, and they say the way to manifest, which we'll get into a little bit later as well, is the way to manifest is to see it first in your mind's eyes, to dream it. If you can dream it, it can happen. That is a Pisces motto, right? If I can dream it, it can happen. And literally, when a Pisces puts their mind to it, they can make it happen. Yes, Pisces gang. You're good. That's good, Shimon. I'm doing really well. I actually can't complain, Hey Nick, how are you? How's everyone doing? Hey Apple Love. Make sure if you guys are new to my channel, subscribe. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button so that you get a notification whenever I go live. We have a lot of fun in my lives, all right? And lately I've been trying to, spice it up a bit, Now the thing with live is that sometimes I get on here and I talk for hours, so I'm really trying to also be time conscious as well. Let's move on to the next thing that Pisces they have, that superpower that they have. They have the ability, okay, to energetically camouflage themselves and slip under the radar. They're very unassuming people. A Pisces has the ability to come into a room and be large and in charge energetically, or as quiet as a mouse energetically. They have the ability to kind of switch their energy based on the circumstance, based on the environment that they're in. But I love when you talk. Thank you, Shelley. I appreciate that. Pisces are able to camouflage, also their intentions as well. Remember, Neptune is secrets. It's illusions and confusion. So sometimes with the Pisces, you won't exactly know what they're all about until you get a little bit closer, and you figure out what they're about. Pisces also have the ability, because of their unassuming nature and their ability to camouflage their energy, they also have the ability to get into some extremely lucky places in life. It's interesting because Jupiter also rules luck as well. So, that's one thing I actually kind of envy a little bit about Pisces, but I can't envy them too much because, like I said, my seventh house is in Pisces. So that makes me someone who can like date almost anyone because I'm able to kind of camouflage my energy and, adapt my energy to certain circumstances, right? So like I was saying, if you have Pisces in your chart, well, some of these traits will relate to you. You don't have to necessarily be a Pisces sun, all right? Um, Now, another ability that Pisces have is that they're naturally artistic people, all right? They're naturally very creative people. Like I said, they have a great, huge imagination. They're social chameleons, exactly, Bree. And Neptune rules, arts. It rules music and things like that. So naturally, Pisces can be great poets or great with words. Okay, they can also have great taste in music and art. All right, and this can also come from their kind of wise, sage energy that they have within themselves. To just have, they have good taste. And they also have good taste for, whatever the circumstance calls for. So if you need someone to decorate, call a Pisces, okay? Remember, they have vivid imagination, so they can make anything come to life. That's one thing I also find amazing about Pisces is that they can give personality and life to anything, all right? So now, one psychic ability that Pisces has that I really, really enjoy about them is that they have the ability to sense other people's hidden strengths and hidden weaknesses. Okay, so this is a good thing for Pisces because they have the ability within that same frame to point out someone's hidden strengths, all right, and kind of foster those strengths or nurture those strengths within that person, which makes Pisces a good mentor, all right, or a good parent a lot of the times, a good, older sibling, older aunt, uncle, whatever the situation is, just someone good to look up to or to, seek advice from. Now, on the same frame, because they're able to easily sense another person's weaknesses and strengths, they can also use that ability for bad, right? So if they can sense your weakness, and they'll play up on that, and manipulate you maybe to get what they want. But on that same frame, Pisces have to be careful of being manipulated, all right? Because Pisces can also be the types of people who give a bit more than they get sometimes, because they're just naturally giving, generous people, and that's Jupiter. They're very generous. Sure, I do spoken word and I write too. Yes, Alipia. Yeah, are there any Pisces in the chat? Pisces, stand up. So true. Yes, Shelly. Now, another thing that I really, really appreciate about Pisces, and this is something that you can find with Pisces artists, Pisces music artists, or, music artists who have like prominent Pisces placements in their birth chart, so they are able to transcend human boundaries, such as race, such as religion, such as social status, things like that. Pisces are able to transcend those boundaries, and that's that Neptune energy. It's also Jupiter, which, is very open-minded as well. Pisces are able to speak, the language of spirit, all right? And when you speak the language of spirit, you don't necessarily have to speak the language of human. You know what I'm saying? Pisces, Neptune rules spirituality. It rules the spirit world, so Pisces on that same frame are able to connect with people on a spiritual level, naturally, all right? This is something naturally that they do. It's so lovely to hear the absolute truth about a Pisces. I've always been so grateful to have been born a Pisces. We only get better as we evolve spiritually. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Hi, Apple. If you're a Pisces, have you ever had problems with your feet? Interesting. Hey, Rasheen. Pisces have very sensitive feet. Yes, they're super sensitive. Interesting. Any Pisces energy? Yes. Interesting. One thing I noticed about Pisces is that sometimes like they have eye issues or they have to wear like glasses as well. Yes, my feet are flat and I stay having issues with them. I can't wear certain types of shoes. Pisces rules the feet. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. All right. The last superpower or ability that I have on my list is that they're powerful manifestors. Now, we kind of talked a little bit about this at the beginning of the video. They have vivid imaginations. They have a rich inner life. They're daydreamers. And that's, half the battle of manifesting is if you're able to see it, you can bring it to life. Now, The other part of manifesting is, actually acting, actually taking action to make that, manifestation come true. So sometimes that can be something that Pisces struggle with a bit is, acting, taking action, this is also because they can be procrastinators, but when they put their mind to it, when they want something, Pisces can be super duper powerful manifestors. And keep in mind, not just Pisces Sun, you can have a Pisces Moon, you can have a Pisces Rising, a Pisces Venus, Mars, and you will, have certain energies that I'm talking about. Pisces Sun, Moon, Venus, and Mercury here. Yes, Firefly. I would always injure my feet while in dance. Lots of stub and jammed toes. Pisces can get sick fast too. That's very, very true. Yes, sir, honey. These eyes can be raggedy sometimes, like a can of sauerkraut. I loved a few Pisces friends, but we're not close anymore. Over relationships, they weren't be treated right. Got out of hand for me. We do not believe in the impossible, at least this Pisces does. Yes, Pisces are people who believe that anything can happen. Life is, life is a potential for amazing opportunities. They, like I said at the beginning of the video, Pisces have a deep understanding of life and its potential for amazing opportunities, amazing possibilities, So these are, Pisces superpowers and psychic abilities. Okay, so I hope this resonated with you guys. I hate that the room fills up by the time I'm actually done with the topic, but I don't know. It is what it is. Thank you guys for listening and watching. If you want your own personal reading from me, check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. I am free. All right. And I appreciate you guys for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed this topic. All right. Only Pisces you have is the 7th house. What's that mean? That's one-on-one relationship. So I talked a little bit about that too. So you may have to do the playback, Nick. Okay. We also fall in love with potential, and that can get us hurt. Very, very true. So you have to watch that when you're a Pisces. Don't fall in love with the potential. Fall in love with, the reality. Happiness is a choice, not a destination. You're phenomenal. Thank you, Queen of Water. I love you guys. Check me out for a personal reading, astrology birth chart reading, synastry reading, whatever the situation calls for, or a psychic tarot reading. I'm available. LamarrTownsendTarot.com. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Remember, if you're new to my channel, subscribe. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button so that you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. And I'll catch you guys in the next live, okay? Peace out.